Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rossology, and welcome to Would You Rather. We played Would You Press the Button before, and this is kind of like that, where they literally ask you, would you rather be this or this? And I think I'm going to like this one a little better, because it's not like, okay, if you push the button, here's what'll happen to you, or you can just say, nah, I'll live life. This one is pick. So the first one that loaded up when I decided to do this is, would you rather be rich or be famous? And I think this is a very interesting question, because if I'm rich, depending on the level of rich, wouldn't I be famous? A lot of people are famous just because they're rich. That's the only reason. But if I'm famous, wouldn't it also kind of make sense that I'm rich? What am I famous for is a great question that kind of goes along with it. Me personally, I don't really know. Like, being famous is something that I think would be really cool, but I don't necessarily want to be famous. I want to be recognized for my work that I do. I don't necessarily want to be famous, and I don't necessarily want to be rich either. I want to be able to live comfortably. So I think in this scenario, I'm going to choose be rich, because I can do a lot with that money. I can put money into my own personal, well-being to help myself out and potentially help move my work forward and advance it so that I don't have to have another job. I can work on YouTube full-time. I can write full-time because I love writing, and that's another huge passion of mine. So if I'm rich, I can do that. Plus, any of the extra money, I can use it to, help out a really great cause, like some kind of charity or something. So I think rich is the way to go. Oh, wow, I didn't think it'd be that drastic of a difference. Wow. All right, let's see. Would you rather have met Jesus or have met Confucius? Well, that's an interesting one, and normally I'll probably skip this one because it kind of delves into religion a little bit, but I'm going to go for it. I'm not the most religious fellow, but I think I would love to meet Jesus because I can ask. I can find out, are things true? I can almost confirm an entire belief system because I can say, yeah, I met him, I talked to him, I know what's what, I know what's true about everything, so I'm going to have to say, met Jesus. Yeah, same thing, a lot of people went ahead and said that one also. Would you rather have no eyebrows or have a unibrow? Well, if I have a unibrow, can't I just shave it? Or is it like a constant fucking adamantium unibrow? Script, no, and you just can't. And if I have no eyebrows, I can be like every girl that's on Tinder ever, and I can paint on my eyebrows. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to go with the unibrow, because I can still just shave it off and have eyebrows. Wow, that's right down the middle. Why? Why is that so close? Would you rather, on a beautiful sunny day, would you rather lie in the grass and read a book, or stay inside and watch excellent TV? Well, I think this is a pretty easy one. I honestly think that I would read a book. The only thing that I don't like is, laying down, and it's not really comfortable to, read a book like that. But I can stay inside and watch TV any day. I like reading. Why wouldn't I sit outside and read a nice book? Ah, man, you guys need to read more. You 600,000 people need to fucking read more. Books are for nerds. No, books are... Whatever. Would you rather spend one night spent passionately with Rosie O'Donnell, or have your two front teeth pulled out? I can't even formulate a sentence. Just because you're spending... I know what you mean when you say spend a passionate night. I understand what you mean entirely. But that doesn't mean, that doesn't mean that happened. You can have a passionate night with anybody. You can have passionate discussions. You can have I can passionately fucking bake a goddamn cake. You can spend anything passionately. So I'm going to pick that because I am not sleeping with Rosie O'Donnell. Do not get that impression. That is not what I'm saying. We can have a passionate day doing something else. Passionately. Like, I can passionately bash her skull in with a baseball bat. No, never mind. Go. Would you rather be required to perform 2 years of mandatory military service when you turn 18, or have a draft enforced during wartime? Well, that's an interesting question because both of these have happened in our history before. Military service used to be required when you turned 18. I think that at this point in my life, I'm obviously over 18, so that doesn't really affect me. So I'm going to have to assume that I'm not 18. I have to assume I'm before 18. So I would have to go ahead and actually pick the be required to perform, because at that point I know that I'm going to be ready to get into the military. I know to prepare myself when I'm 17. But if there's a draft, I can just be living life, and all of a sudden you're in a war and you're just thrown into a wartime situation. So I think I'm going to choose the draft just because of... Or I'm sorry, I'm going to not choose the draft because of the uncertainty of it. I would rather just, you know what? I know I'm going to have to go into the military when I'm 18. Let's just do it. Plus, when you're drafted, that could be more than 2 years depending on the war. So, If you were a TV executive, would you rather resurrect your favorite canceled show of all time for one season, or cancel your most hated show? Well, that's easy. I would bring back my show. Why would I cancel a show I hate? I just would not watch it. Other people probably like that show. Why? I would definitely... What show would I bring back, though? Why is that split down the middle, people? Why would you cancel some TV show and ruin potentially... Because I guarantee it's a reality show. If it's me, it's going to be the Real Housewives of I Don't Give a Fuck somewhere, or some dumb shit like that. I don't really care. I don't watch that much TV to begin with, but... Actually, I don't watch any. I don't have TV where I live right now. I don't understand why you wouldn't just bring back a show. I don't know what I would bring back, though. Because a lot of shows that I really like weren't canceled. They just ended. Like, fuck it, I'll bring back a season of Friends. Why not? I love Friends. Why not? I'm in it for you. Oh, before you go to bed, would you rather take 3 shots of tobacco dip spit, or take 3 shots of dirty bong water? Oh, that's an easy one. I'm taking the bong water. As, not exactly something that I'm proud of, but I've partaken in the marijuana before. I don't anymore, but all bong water is... I mean, yeah, I guess it can have your backwash if, like, someone spits in it or something, but it's just water that's had pot filtered through it. Yeah, it's gross, but it's better than someone who's out tobacco all in their mouth. And yeah, I'm taking the bong water any day. Would you rather be in the Justice League or be an Avenger? I find that one very easy. I'm going to be an Avenger. Avengers seem like... I love Marvel better than DC. Sorry, comments. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's too late. I lost them. The Justice League, I don't like either because I'd be fucking scared because Batman doesn't really trust anybody, and he always has something on him to destroy every other member of the Justice League. Like, he has kryptonite, he has a way to, like, medicinally shut down Wonder Woman, he has a way to, like, disassemble Cyborg if he needs to. Avengers don't really have that. I mean, Tony Stark does kind of have that. He does have suits to, you know, combat any of the Avengers if he needs it, but he doesn't have that on him 24/7. I wouldn't like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick an Avenger. Would you rather fight Hulk Hogan or fight Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? I think I'm going to have to go with Hulk Hogan. He's a bit older now, isn't he? He's like in his 70s. And I don't know if you've ever seen Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson recently, but he could probably flex and a piece of his shirt would rip and that would catch me in the eye and murder me. I'm not fucking with The Rock. No, I'm just going to have to hope that I'm going to have to hope that Hulk Hogan, like, you know, we're outside and I go upstairs and he can't climb it and he has to wait for one of those chair lifts to bring him up and I just kick him down it. Would you rather have a British accent or have an Australian accent? I think I'm going to take the British accent because the British accents are... Oh, well, the Australian accent is also very desirable, I suppose. Sexy is another word. I think I'm going to have to go with the British accent. As long as it can be more of the current British, where it's not the cockneyed accent, where... What was that? But I would not want to have the cockneyed, the English accent. I mean, I would have to go... I'm still going to have to go with the British accent. Yeah, they agree with me on that one. Would you rather only read romance novels or only read textbooks? Well, I don't really have a need for romance novels. I mean, I have porn. If I only read textbooks, I'll be learning a lot. Plus, I can also just not read if I want to do that. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I stop reading. But I would have to go with textbooks, because some textbooks can be very interesting, and I can learn shit, rather than just reading about what I could see in my computer. Would you rather smell like manure or smell like urine? Ah! Oh, man. I think that I... smell like urine, I guess. Because if you're I don't want to smell like shit all day, especially manure. That's like when you're driving on a road trip and all of a sudden cows, you drive by a field of cows and you know that's going to hit you, and that's just the worst smell. Sometimes urine doesn't have a smell. So, I guess I'm going to have to pick urine. Oh, man, that's a lose-lose situation. Ugh. Would you rather wear nothing but jeans or wear nothing but shorts? Jeans? I can cut holes in my jeans if it's hot outside. I can cut my jeans into jean shorts. Fuck you, question. I win. Yeah, that's right. That's actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. Okay. If you had to eat bugs. Now, why? Why do I have to eat bugs? Why don't we start with that game? Would you rather eat 100 ants or 50 beetles? Oh, man. I don't like bugs at all. I think I have to go with the 100 ants. Because if they're tiny ants, I could probably get that in like one... Well, no, I wouldn't want to do that in one mouthful. But beetles can be big. Like, they can be like the June bugs, which... Oh, no, I don't think I could do the beetles. I would definitely have to do the ants. I don't think there's any way that I could eat beetles. And the rest of the internet seems to agree. Ugh! I don't want to eat any bugs, though. Gross. Let's see. Would you rather sleep on a pillow with a blood stain or sleep on a really hard and uncomfortable pillow? Whose blood is it and why? If you give me that answer, I guess I can pick the blood stain. Plus, I can just flip the pillow over and sleep on the side that doesn't have a blood stain. Plus, I can just put a pillowcase on it. I can put multiple pillowcases on it. So, and it's just a stain, so it's not like if there's blood on it or it's recently been put on it. So, I can just put a shitload of fucking pillow covers over it. So, yeah, I'll go with the blood stain. Why not? Would you rather have all the phobias known to mankind or have to slowly skin your family and pets alive? No, that's the phobias. That's easy. I would never, ever... I would never want to hurt my family and pets. There's no way. I will always, in a situation, choose, self-torment or self-pain if you have to, than giving it to a loved one. Because that's a dick move, man. Dick move. Would you rather be able to talk to read minds, but... Would you rather be able to talk to read minds, but you get a really bad headache after you use it? Or be able to fly, but you're afraid of heights? I get a bad headache trying to understand this question. Well, even if I'm flying, I can fly. So if this is the ground, I can just be just a little bit off the ground and hover and fly. Plus, I can get over my fear of heights. I can each day get a little bit higher off the ground each day. So like day one, I'm like an inch off the ground, and then a couple inches, then a couple feet, then a couple feet. But if every single time I'm going to read a mind, I'm going to get a headache, that's not even worth it. I don't fucking have to worry about what she's thinking over there. She doesn't think I'm hot. I already know that. I don't need to read her mind. I can fly away. Why is it split so far down the middle? Would you rather teach history or teach math? Right away, I feel like I want to say teach history, but now that I think about it, I'm fucking terrible at math. I have to add on my fingers most of the time. But if you're a teacher of something, you have to know it pretty well. So if I choose to teach math, assumedly that would force me to get better at math. But it's something I really don't like, so I don't even think it's worth getting better at math. I can math good enough to get through day-to-day life, so I'm going to have to go with history. Plus, I enjoy history to a point. I think it's interesting learning about what's happened in the past and how we've evolved to our current society. I find that very interesting. Would you rather eat a cup of baking soda and then do a shot of vinegar? Or eat a pack of Mentos and then chug a Diet Coke? Well, don't both of those cause, like, explosions, like baking soda and vinegar? Isn't that what you put in, like, those volcanoes to erupt? Well, I know because of Mythbusters that Mentos and Coke, eating that, you're not going to die from it. It's not going to cause your stomach to explode. The baking soda and the vinegar might. So I'll go ahead and go with the Mentos and the Coke. Plus, that sounds awful. Eating baking soda and vinegar, that's terrible. At least with the Mentos and the Coke, you can enjoy them. Would you rather lose your front teeth in a skateboarding accident or break your hands on a bike? I think this is very easy. I'd rather break my hands. My hands are going to heal. I have a fake tooth right here, actually, and in my front bottom, and I dislike it strongly. It actually sticks up a little further than the rest of my teeth. So I know that I have a fake tooth. No one else does. Well, now you do because I told you, but it was very expensive to get that put in, too, to get this fake implant done. And if you choose not to do that, then you just have your 2 teeth missing right here. I break my hands, get them casted, they're fixed up. Oh, I can't fap for a couple weeks. I'll get over it. I'd rather break my hands in a heartbeat. Alright guys, and I'm actually going to end this one here, and I'll let you guys answer this question. I will answer this myself also, but I would love to get your answer on this question, along with any of the other ones you choose to answer. But would you rather be a sports star or be a celebrated academic? Let me know in the comments what you would choose. I don't even personally have to think about this. I would rather be a celebrated academic. As you can tell by my beautiful physique, I'm not much of an athletic person. I like watching sports to a point. I liked playing sports in high school, and I still kind of like just bumming around and playing sports. But I'm not so good at it. And yes, it would be cool to be a sports star, and I'd probably make a lot more money. But I'm going to go with the academic. But in the comments, let me know what you would choose. But until then, thank you all for deciding to spend a little bit of time with me today, and I'll see you next time.